Hi, my name is Ian, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make paper balloons. They're actually pretty fun to make, and they're pretty simple to make after a decent amount of practice. This one is actually made out of computer paper, and today we're going to be making one out of notebook paper because it's a little bit thinner and easier to work with. So just kind of diving right into it, our first step is to make the paper as square as we can. So how we do that is we take one of the edges, or the corners, doesn't matter which one, and you bring it as close to parallel as you can with the edge of the paper. And once you have it there, make a crease like this all the way. Make it real tight. And next what we have to do is, this part is technically excess, so we don't need it. So to get rid of it, you can either use scissors to cut it off, but usually how I do it is I just fold it like this, again using the edges to make sure that it's straight. You make a tight crease, and you can flip it over again, make it another tight crease. And just for a safety measure, so it doesn't rip apart on you, I usually use my tongue to lick this part like an envelope so it tears apart easier. And it should come off pretty easily, like so. It tore a little bit there, but that's okay. Get rid of that, and our next step here is to open it back up again so it's a perfect square, a near perfect square right now. And you take this edge with a crease in the middle of it and you bring it to this edge here. Make it as square as possible, and you make a crease at the bottom, making another giant triangle. Now it's where it starts to get a little bit more involved. So what you're going to want to do is, you have the piece open like this, and again, it doesn't matter which side you go with, but what you're going to want to do is bring two sides in like this, bring it down, and then have this top piece close down on top of it. Again, making sure that everything is square. Then you just apply some pressure here to create the fold. I usually go from bottom to top so that this point here doesn't become damaged. So this is pretty much what it looks like from the underside right now. So you just lay it flat like this, and we move into our next, I guess, group of steps here. So this part, you just you take one leaf right here and you bring it up to the top. You make a crease like that, and you pretty much just do that for all four of them. So you take this other leaf right here, bring it up, and fold it. And you flip it over and do the same exact thing. Bring it up, fold it like this, and the last one. Make sure they're all pretty good creases there. And now this is our other part. So we, again, kind of like the last set of steps, you take this top corner here and you bring it down till about the middle right there. You don't want to go over it all because that could risk ruining it. Increase that. And then same thing on this side, just this one by itself. Bring it down, flip it over, do the same thing on that side. So this is the shape that we're dealing with right here. And if you actually pull it apart like this, you can actually start to see the balloon kind of taping shape. Okay, so now this is the last part. What you're going to want to do, this can be kind of confusing sometimes because on this end the pieces are pretty much solid and you can't move them. But on the other side, these leaves are movable. So what you're going to want to do is, using this as kind of a guide, you bend that up try to make a good right angle, and then you take this excess part and you just fold it down like that. And again, you just do that for all 4 sections. Bring it up, crease it, bring it down. Same thing on the other side. Okay. Now this is a kind of a difficult part. This takes practice. This part where you're going to want to do is this leaf right here actually has an opening right here, if you can see that. And what you do with that opening is you take this leaf that you just made and you put it on the inside. And you just kind of fit it until it's snug in there like that. Here's the comparison between the two. So you just do the same thing for all the other ones. This one's obviously not going to be the prettiest, but we'll roll with it. Put it in there. Get it as snug as you can. And then the last one. Come on. Okay. And now it's basically done, but you're thinking that doesn't look like a balloon, Ian. Well, watch this. There's an opening on the back, not on the front, but on the back here. You can kind of see a little hole there. And you just kind of open it up into an X shape like this, and you put it up to your mouth and blow. And that's how you make a paper balloon.